So welcome everybody. We're so glad to see you all as we are kicking off our, believe it or not, seventh annual Women in Baseball Conference, which is exciting. When we started this, we had no idea where it was going to go, but we thought it was a great idea. And with all of your support, it has turned into way more than we expected. Particularly for those of you who are new, as you're going to discover the community opportunities and the people that you meet and the ongoing conversations that will result from the conference. And that is part of the fun. So we encourage you to use the chat liberally. People always ask, will that be captured? And the answer is yes. So if books and ideas are put in there, we will make sure that all doesn't get lost down the road. Because lots and lots of great things happen in the chat, lots of great recommendations. So feel free to use that liberally as we go through the next, well, 2.5 days together. And so that is what we will rely on for much of our conversation. And so as we kick off this particular conference, I would tell you that if you're looking for the schedule, I sent out the virtual program to everybody, but checking the online schedule on the SABR website, which I also sent out, is going to give you the most up-to-date, because we've had a few changes. One of them's really exciting, and I just want to tell you today, and our Naomi Ryan, who is one of our presenters, was going to present tomorrow, but she called me and said, I just got a call from a college baseball recruiter for a tryout tomorrow. Is there any way I can switch to Sunday? And I said, oh my God, of course we can switch you to Sunday. We're not going to tell you you can't go to a baseball tryout for college because you're going to present. So that was one of our switches that was just made midday today. So checking, and thank you, Jacob, as always, for making those changes so quickly for us. It's greatly appreciated. And so, so to kick things off, our conference has two sponsors and a host institution. And so I want to start by giving an opportunity and a shout out to our great hosts at Rockford University. And joining us tonight to welcome us all here is the president of the university, Dr. Patricia Lynott. And so I want to turn it over to you, Dr. Lynott, to welcome everybody.
Oh, thank you so much, Leslie. I have to tell you, this is the second conference. I know you have 7. This is the second one that I've been able to play just a small part in. And I have to tell you, I have never seen a better sense of community virtually. You guys do there's such a sense of family virtually, and you can't always capture that sometimes. So kudos to this family for being able to do that. So on behalf of everyone here at Rockford University, I just want to express, for us to play even a small part in supporting the International Women's Baseball Center is an incredible honor for us. As an almost 180-year-old institution founded as a female seminary, led by women before women could even vote, to be associated with an organization that really understands what women's empowerment is all about, that's just beyond a privilege for us. So we're very pleased. And then also to be an institutional cornerstone in the city that is the home to our beloved Rockford Peaches, we just feel like it's a moral and historical obligation to make sure the IWBC flourishes for years to come. I also want to congratulate the IWBC on that recent $2 million award from Stephen and Alexandra Cohen Foundation to help complete Bayer Stadium at the Maybelle Blair Park. And then the additional $350,000 from the Amazing Mets Foundation. That speaks volumes about how this organization speaks to thousands of people. So listen, on behalf of all of us here again at Rockford University, we're really proud to partner with you folks, and we hope you have a fantastic 7th conference. Looking forward to coming to the 8th.
Thank you so much. We're so excited to be able to work with you from both SABR and the IWBC, and we appreciate everything that you do for us. And so now, as you know, this is a co-sponsored conference, and so I want to introduce the CEO of SABR, the Society of American Baseball Research, Scott Bush, and invite him to welcome us all here as well.
Hi, everyone. Thanks so much for joining us this weekend. Very excited about our 7th annual Women in Baseball Conference. I want to say thanks to Cat Williams and everyone at the IWBC for all of the work that they put into this event, as well as the SABR's Women in Baseball Committee led by Leslie Heaphy. Thank you for all of the work that all of you do to bring in speakers and put on really a wonderful event for everybody. And thanks to Dr. Lynott and Rockford University for continuing to be a wonderful host for this event, as you have done now for several years. So, mentioning that this is the 7th year of the conference, SABR is very proud to continue to be involved and very proud of what it has become over the last few years. I'm also very excited about what could still be in front of us. So just for a comparison, I decided to look at SABR's 7th national convention this afternoon. SABR's 7th national convention had 74 attendees. And we will have, well, as of this afternoon, we had more than 80 people registered to attend this event. So we are well on track to becoming what everyone would like to see this event become. And I'm very excited to continue to work on that with the IWBC and Rockford University. A little bit more about SABR before I turn it over to Kat. For those of you unfamiliar with our organization, the Society for American Baseball Research is a membership organization. We currently have more than 7,600 members worldwide. Within that, we also have 35 distinct research committees. So whatever your interest in the game of baseball is, I promise we have a place for you in our community. There are like-minded folks looking to have conversations about baseball with you. So if you're not already a member, please check us out. And I hope everybody has a wonderful weekend.
Thank you so much, Scott. And I would reiterate particularly one point, and that is I guarantee no matter what your interest is in baseball, you're going to find somebody who you can have that conversation with. And there's no other organization that I know of that you can say that, where literally you're going to find somebody that you can chat with, and you might think your interest is obscure or big. There's people there. And so thank you so much, and we appreciate so much the support that SABR provides and the partnership that we have with you. And so our other co-sponsor for this conference, of course, is the IWBC. And so I want to introduce our CEO for the IWBC, and that is Dr. Cat Williams.
Thank you, Leslie, and thank you so much, Patty, and thank you, Scott. When we embarked on this, Leslie and I are talking about this earlier. When we embarked on this idea 7 years ago, I showed up in Arizona at the fall baseball conference, and I don't know, we had a handful of people there, and we threw out a couple of ideas, and the dedication of Leslie, the dedication of SABR and under Scott's leadership, and of course the IWBC board really got this thing going. And when I reached out to then President Eric at RU and said, hey, what about? He said, of course. And then when Patty took over, there was never a hesitation. And so this conference is successful because, in part, because of the leadership of those individuals. But it's also what is it now, 45 people who are on this Zoom, and the many more who will show up tomorrow. This is one of those little niches of baseball that Scott and Leslie were talking about, and look what you guys have done. We have people from all over the world, and personally, I want to thank you. I want to thank you from the IWBC, and yeah, as Scott said, we have a lot more to come. And so thank you all for your support and welcome. And just enjoy it. It's a lot of fun, and that's really what this is about. So thank you for being here.
Thank you, Kat. Appreciate those comments, and so appreciate the welcomes from everybody. And so you can see the great support that we have, and the wonderful support from all of you. And so we're excited to kick off this conference. And so, in case we get towards the end and we have some people jump off, I just want to highlight a few things for the weekend before we turn to our conversation for tonight, which is going to involve, I think, you're going to be excited to hear a brand new book that I just got yesterday. I haven't even had a chance to read it yet.
Me
So I'm
too.
very excited. But just a few, the biggest housekeeping detail during all of our conference, and we'll remind you of this periodically, is when our speakers are talking, if everyone could keep themselves muted, that would is important so that we don't have feedback and all of those kind of things well, and we can all enjoy what is being presented for us. And that's what the chat is for. So I encourage again everybody to use it as liberally as you want to, have conversations with one another, give us ideas, tell us what you're doing, tell us where you're from in case we don't know in the chat, so we can kind of see where everybody's coming from. And so encourage you to do that. We have a few special highlights over the course of the weekend. So tonight we're going to kick off shortly here with Jane Levy, and I'm going to leave that introduction to come. Our keynote speaker this year, and I believe she's on the call with us, is Dr. Harriet Hamilton, retired professor who has just completed a wonderful documentary film about, there she is. Hi, Harriet. Black baseball in Nashville. And Harriet, as you'll hear tomorrow night, has a very unique connection to all of that because her father played in the Negro Leagues. And so it's a very personal connection that will be exciting to hear about her process and the things that she did with that. We also have 3 panels. One of them is our returning panel called My Baseball Story, which Kat will be moderating. I don't remember which day off the top of my head now, Kat. I just lost it.
It's
It's tomorrow,
tomorrow.
right? Okay.
Tomorrow. Yeah,
Sorry. I was like, is
that's
that
okay.
tomorrow? Yeah, sorry. And so with Donna Cohen and Cece Ford, and you'll want to hear both of those stories because they're both really interesting and unique. And then this year, 2 panels that we have not done before. One will be on with female groundskeepers. And so we have 3 female groundskeepers from all levels of Major League, Minor League, and college baseball joining us, which I'm excited because that's not one we often think about. And just listening to some of their stories, just getting ready for this is amazing. And then our final panel will be with baseball operations. And so we have 3 different individuals joining us from the baseball operations side at various levels, again, minor league baseball, and the finance director from the Savannah Bananas, which I think is a fascinating story,
Yep.
as we all know. Just out of curiosity, by show of hands, how many people have ever had the chance to see the Savannah Bananas in person? Oh, because they sell out all the time really quickly. So that's why I was curious. How many have gotten to see them? Because I have not yet. But so those, in addition, and then of course, for those who are first timers, which is why we have a variety of research presentations throughout the coming 2 days as well. And so we encourage you, we will start tomorrow morning, at 10 o'clock Eastern. And I'm going to get this right, which means 9 o'clock Central and 7 o'clock West Coast. Did I get it right? And then Red, I'm going to rely on you for China because I don't know what that is. But that is what we will be doing. Oh, 10 o'clock. Oh, so you get the late at night as opposed to right now the early morning. Oh, so Gary, I don't know, Victoria, British Columbia, what is that time zone? Is
We're in
that
Pacific time zone, so I think
okay?
it's a 7 a.m. start tomorrow morning.
So you're the 7 a.m. as well. Okay. So we got a lot of people at various times. So we appreciate that. Just is another example of all the great support we have and what we all know about what we're going to learn this weekend. And we also still have opportunities. We've built in an opportunity tomorrow for our typical research discussion. We've also got a little trivia and social time tomorrow afternoon. So we are not missing any of those things as we move through the weekend, because those are always fun. And so check out the schedule. Jacob put it in the chat again for us, and you will be able to join us for all of those various pieces.